And we're back. Welcome to the channel, everyone. If this is your first time stopping by and you happen to like Tacoma videos with covering all kinds of stuff, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I upload. And stay tuned because today I will be talking about my vinyl decals and how beneficial they have been to my truck in addition to providing monstrous horsepower gains. So stay tuned. Okay, so to begin with, I know there are more than a few different vendors or single people who make great vinyl decals on Tacomaworld, and what I'll be talking about today is the vendor I specifically went with, and his Tacomaworld username is AMIRAK, A-M-I-R-A-K. I will put that in the description, obviously, and I'll also put a link to his website, which is jupiterearth.co, C-O, not .com. So I believe AMIRAK does work, or he's a partner with the Jupiter Earth company. But if you deal with him specifically on Tacomaworld, the few things I wanted to point out is he works incredibly fast. He had most of my vinyls done within hours at the most, some of which done within maybe an hour, which was pretty amazing to me because I called around for local places. Obviously, I figured that would be cheaper. And first of all, half of those places, when they answered the phone, they were less than enthusiastic, to say the least, about dealing with me, just because I'm talking about, just a few small decals, not a massive order or anything like that. And the ones that I did get in contact with, their prices were a bit ridiculous for what I thought were basic vinyls. And after dealing with AMIRAK, my thoughts were justified. His pricing is amazing. He does great custom work. Whatever you want to do, he can do it. I'm sure he's got plenty of templates, and whatever he doesn't have, he can go out and find. Colors, high quality vinyl, and again, like I said, he gets back to you super quick, ships them out, easy install, instructions, all that fun stuff. So I'm going to do a quick walk around on my truck with the vinyls I have installed, all of which, except for a few, I have gotten directly through AMIRAK with personal messages on Tacomaworld. And I think I have about 6 or 7 pages right now of messages with this guy, just going over every specific detail with my vinyls. So let's check out what I have. Okay, so first up on the list, you can see I have these custom Deadpool edition bedside decals. I don't know if any of you have been following me on Tacomaworld, but initially what I wanted to do with my truck was a Darth Vader build. Since it's black, I've got the black wheels, all that stuff. But I had a bunch of accessories, as you can see, like with the stuff I have with my bed rack and other stuff that had red in them. So after a little thought, Deadpool seemed like a much better solution. So I got with the AMIRAK. I knew I wanted to have some red in there with the matte black, because even though I know my truck's filthy, so I apologize for that. But you can see in the sun as you move around, the matte black, it's really reflective and cool, especially like with the outlines on the TRD logo and stuff like that, which I just think is a nice offset. Blends nicely with the black of my truck when it's not covered in road spray from the recent rain. So when making this decal specifically, AMIRAK was very helpful because, I don't know if you can tell, but this tons of tiny pieces. Let me see if I can zoom. I'll hold it there for a second so it focuses. All these little pieces on the Deadpool decal. I was able to install it, but I consider myself fairly skilled at installing decals. A lot of people seem to lack the patience when doing them. But AMIRAK nonetheless, warned me how complicated this may be, because initially what I wanted to do is have all the black you see here, which is just the black of my truck paint. I wanted to have all that matte black. And he said he could definitely do that, but it would be an underlaying piece of the matte vinyl with the red on top, which would have been pretty complicated with all these small pieces. So this is the final version of this, which I absolutely love. I have these on both sides, obviously. And I cannot recommend his stuff enough. This is custom. He has plenty of other stuff that's just regular for sale in the Jupiter Earth store, so check that out definitely. Okay, next vinyl up, here's my Windshield Visor with my Tacomaholic, again with the red, and I went with silver theme for this. I did want matte, but I figured the matte black, but I figured the silver would definitely show up more since I already have the limo tint on the back side of the glass. So I figured obviously the black would not show up, so I went with the silver for this. One quick thing I wanted to point out with this, I actually provided, I believe, the font for this to AMIRAK, and if not, he used something he had that was very similar to this sort of weird italic that I found and liked. I told him the general size I wanted for this. As you can see, it pretty much stretches all the way across the top of the windshield. I can't remember the exact measurements, but he sent me many different versions of this because I knew I wanted these letters to be a certain width. I believe I started at 4, and I think they're at 4.5 now. And through the various versions he sent me, I was able to see how the font would get compressed and stretched and distorted in various ways as I stretched it to fill the windshield, which I was appreciative of. Because one of the local places I found, they were able to do this for me. First of all, it was about 2.5 times what AMIRAK charged me for it. And they didn't even consider that at all. So what I might have received if I went with a local place might have just been distorted so bad that it would not even have looked like what my originally plan was for the vinyl. So big thanks to AMIRAK on that regard for this specific vinyl. Okay, back here in the truck, I got the Longhorns one off eBay. That is not AMIRAK, but my Tacomaholic one with the little truck silhouette is also from him. Same fonts and same exact proportions for this as on the windshield because I wanted it to match perfectly, and I love this one. Alright, and my last AMIRAK vinyl right here is my little hood slashes. Obviously you can see this is inspired by the TRD, although it's sort of backwards because the TRD slants left to right. This is the opposite. I do just have this on one side, sort of like the Grand Sport Corvette theme. And what this is, it looks like one piece. Obviously each of these is one whole piece. What it actually is it's a double layer vinyl, roughly even, you know, centered on the inside of the white, which I think I did a pretty good job on that. So this is a smaller vinyl, but I absolutely love it, not only with my Deadpool color theme here, but just in general. I think the silver you can see in the sun right there, it just really pops, and I was pumped when I put this thing on. I've definitely got a lot of head turns from it. You probably can't see right here, but if I pop the hood, I just sort of had it a little longer and tucked it in on either side where the hood is right there. And that does it for another video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it helpful. Wanted to help spread the word from AMIRAK and let you know I've dealt with him firsthand, and I am more than happy with his work. I think he does excellent work. Great pricing, customer service unmatched. So send him a PM if you're interested in getting anything custom done on Tacomaworld, and also check out their website, jupiterearth.co. Links in the description as always, and see what they have for sale anyway. I know they have tons of Star Wars stuff, Game of Thrones, you know, Stormtrooper Edition, TRD stuff, so definitely check that out. If you thought the video was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.